wife. You are raising somebody's future parent. There's a cliche that says, hard times produce strong men. Strong men produce good times. Good times produce soft men. Soft men produce hard times. Hard times produce strong men. Amen. I think you have to be mindful of what it is that you're trying to produce. Amen. You can produce something of high quality. You can produce something that will be a pillar for God's kingdom. You can produce something that has strong character and strong morals. But I think we have to be mindful of that. You have to be mindful. Someday this little kid is going to be somebody's parent. Amen. You don't know. My parents probably had no idea that I was going to be a pastor someday. They probably had no idea. Amen. Who knows what it is that you're producing? You could be producing a missionary. My wife took a group of the little kids to junior camp this past week. And Sarah is Brother Antonio's great niece. And Sarah is the little one, you know. She's got the most awesome hair, and you don't know if she's going to feel like holding a sign or not. You know, it just depends on how she feels on that Sunday morning. But she's sweet. And my wife posted a picture. It was the last morning of camp, and you could tell that Sarah had a week of awesome church and very little sleep, because it was breakfast time, and she just looked like, whoo, it's been a rough week. And I'm looking at that picture, and it was cute, and it made me laugh. But at the same time, as I'm looking at her, I'm sitting there thinking, she could be a missionary someday. It's God's will for her to be a soul winner someday. She's the future. She could evangelize this entire area someday. That's why you love like you love. That's why you help like you do. That's why you try your best to get them to camp meetings and events. That's why you have Sunday school, because you're trying to make a difference in the future generations. But let me ask you, if your children follow your faith, how far are they going to get? You can leave your kids a house, but will you leave them a home? You can give your kids money, but will you give them a mission? It matters what you leave to your family. A grandfather took his grandson out to the old family farm. They walked past the fence rows. They reached the barn. The boy noticed something, an old rusty chain nailed to the barn door. The grandfather said, "You see that chain? Your great-grandfather hung that. I hung things on that chain. Your dad hung things on that chain, and now it's yours." You know, your life is a link in a chain. The question is, will your link be strong, or will your link be the one that